Hello everyone, Vincent Briatore here. Another day, another dollar. Hope everyone is doing well. The crypto market, has just been pulling back a little bit going forward. It's the usual movement of the market, but we're still doing extremely well. And recently I came across this Google-backed project called Hedera Hashgraph. Hedera. Is that a mythological Greek Hedera? Maybe. No. Anyway, Hedera Hashgraph is up 216% within the past week. So this is a kind of cryptic Google-backed project that seems to focus on simplifying the blockchain and kind of adding a level of security and whatnot. Now, it's pretty technical, the stuff in there, almost suspiciously so. When I see something that's overly technical and doesn't, put things in layman terms, I always worry that maybe it's a little... But it's Google backed, so maybe. I don't know if that's a stamp of approval. Is that the standard that some VC, invest in? I don't know. But anyway, I looked up this, the patterns here, and apparently there was a surge prior to this 300% increase. In the Google search terms, right? Everybody's Googling Hedera. Oh, Hedera. Price bumps a week, right? Now the search volume has drastically decreased. So you can interpret that however you want. But to me, it's a little suspicious. I mean, scusi, but after a week of 300% increase, right? Wouldn't more people be Googling Hedera, right? If it's a true snowball effect. So if it's a true sustainable growth, right? You would figure that the search would increase. So I don't know. It seems very suspicious. I don't know what's going on, but I would be hesitant to invest at this point, especially 300% 1 week. But, I'm not so quick to just look at some TA or make some assumptions about things because, when I talked about Litecoin or other cryptocurrencies this past few weeks, I was like, hey, you know what? It went up 50%. You probably should take a second look at this. Some people are like, no, this is the time you sell. This is the time you sell. Or Bitcoin goes up a little bit, hits 8,000. Now you should sell. And here we are. Right? At the prices that we're at. So you can't always say just because something went up 10, 20% in a day that it's going to fall the next day. But the likelihood is higher. So you want to look at other aspects of that crypto and be like, hey, you know what? This is not really making a lot of sense. How can I interpret this? And it's always best if you interpret it kind of yourself. If you have enough experience in the market, because correlation and causation, just because something correlates to some things doesn't necessarily mean that it's caused by it or that it's influenced by it. Some things just happen. For example, I've heard some theories about the rise of cryptocurrency correlating with presidential elections. There's a whole conspiracy there where, Russian money or whatever and paying hackers and all that stuff kind of inflates the price of cryptocurrency or illicit activity within these currencies. Now, if you look back historically, there is a strong correlation. Every time it's an election year, a lot of money goes into cryptocurrency and the price pushes up. Now, I'm not of the belief that these are mutually exclusive. I don't think that there's a strong influence in this, but who am I to say? But see, you can pull out theories. That's why the amount of theories, whether something's going to go up or down or sideways, are limitless. It is what it is. I was doing a little trolling like I usually do. And so Pompliano, made a comment, said, want to build a valuable company, build a product that people actually want. I'm like, whoa, like, really? Mind blown. So I reply. I'm like, here's one. Crypto mining sex dolls. Okay, I'm just dropping knowledge here. ICO is coming soon. Think about this, though, because the mechanism of mining could be the... Did you know that they actually have these bicycles, right, that you can put in your home and you ride it for an hour and that powers a household, a normal family home's electricity for 1 day. So I started thinking about this. I'm like, you know what? I need that actually because, everybody's getting fatter and you have a solution. Well, not a solution, but a partial solution, an aid to this, craze about CO2 and electricity dependent on fossil fuels. And I'm like, ma scusa, we put these bikes in people's homes, and you put some solar panels on this, and you got to solve it. I mean, come on. If I could do that, I would. I mean, think about it. For an hour, how many calories are you burning? 2 candy bars, 2 Jolly Ranchers probably gives you enough calories to go on that bad boy for an hour. And really, most people are fat, so you wouldn't even have to be in a calorie surplus to break out an hour on the tread and boom, or bicycle or whatever. And it costs you probably less than one of those pedestal, what do they call those bikes now that everybody's talking about? The Padoli, it's with a P. Pandoni, Paloni, Pandora, Palashuni. You know what I'm talking about? Peloton bikes. Things are like $3,000. Get you one of these, got some utility in there. Instead of paying for a bike that uses electricity, you buy one of these that charges things up. I'm telling you, maybe we go like the Flintstones with the cars. I'm just spitballing here. I'm not trying to solve all the world's problems, but you know, just throwing it out there. Also, crypto sex dolls, there might be something in there. Anybody out there is an accredited investor? Found this. Cupcake ATM with sprinkles. Does not accept Bitcoin though. Whose idea is this? Do they have an ROI with this? So this thing sells cupcakes. So you already know this grossly overpriced, full $5 plus. You know, I just don't understand it. If you want the sprinkles, that's an additional probably $1.50. These are springing up everywhere. If you Google cupcake ATM. So someone said, you see a drug, I see medicine. You see medicine, I see a drug. So I commented, I'm like, well, which one's crack then? I get it. Like, I've tried. I had a green card. Well, not green card. The green card. You know, when I was in Arizona for the medical use of marijuana, I went down to the doctor. You know, I said, listen, I need the medical marijuana. He said, what's the problem? I say, I see dead people. That's a Sixth Sense reference. So anyway, I got the card. And I went to the, you know, candy store, weed store, whatever. I mean, it's like a candy store. They got gummy bears and chocolates and all the smoking, drinking, you know. Any orifice you could think, you could, you know, put weed in there. And I'm telling you, I tried to love it. I had the time and the money. And I thought, you know what? They're having fun. You know, like the media portrays that they're having fun. They're just chilling, toking it up. Couldn't like it. Just couldn't get into it. You know, it is what it is. No dose. I was always like, you know, get a little paranoid, you know. Maybe you have like underlying mental issues that are exasperated by the use of marijuana, perhaps. Or maybe it's not for everybody. But people that are into it hardcore, like they think that anybody, no matter what your ailment is, you need, just put some weed butter in there. Oh, you smoking, you don't like it? Well, maybe it's the sativa, the Navida, it's the indica, the quintica. You know, you're just not doing the right strain. You're not smoking the right amount. You're holding it in too long. You're holding it in too little. You're not. You ever tried the bong? Have you tried the drink? Have you tried the soda? Have you tried the brownie? Too much brownie, though, you start freaking. No, just a little bit of the brownie. It's so complicated. Then none of that works. They're like, yeah, but we got the CBD, the cream. You put it on your ass and you're good for days. No. Nothing. It's not for me, okay? Some people, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I don't even understand that some people that say that they get on this medical marijuana and they come off oxys. They come off IV morphine. They come off mainlining Dilaudids. And suddenly, they just smoke a little weed and they're like, my life is so much better. And I'm like, what pain level are we talking here? Your main life, if when you have to take Dilaudid to suppress that pain level, are you really telling me that we can cancel that out? Because I've been high before and stubbed my toe, and I was about to call 911. So where is this line that crosses that I can, you know, I don't know. I guess they're rational. It's like, well, you feel the pain, but it's compartmental. Well, it wasn't for my toe. Anyway, I digress. You guys don't want to hear about this stuff. Anyway, so, you know, if I come across you on social media and I happen to drop a little nugget, don't take it personal because, you know, it's just part of the job, man. It's part of the job to troll a little, you know. Nobody wants to do it, but somebody has to. It's the hero you don't want, don't deserve, but I'm the one that shows up.
You can keep me down. Introducing myself, I'm Stephen Gorkin, live out to my calling. And I'm moving in stealth, I'm not for the bullies and that's just a warning. Can be saved by